The way they come up with that number is they take each demographic of people that are likely voters, and they say, okay, this group has a high propensity based on all the polling to vote for this candidate and so on and so forth, but there is some differential. So it's essentially a probability table that takes into account probabilities for each individual demographic. Like white suburban women is one that's flipped hard back towards Republicans.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of people blame that group for electing Joe Biden, frankly. That was the biggest swing from the previous election, was suburban white women. They've turned hard back towards Republicans now. But anyways, that's what it is. That's why it's like, 53 out of 100 times the Republicans win. That's because the most likely scenario is that Republicans win.
Right. And I agree. I mean, look, as you're looking at your grocery bill every single day, your gas, pretty much everything in your life, it's through the roof. And people are sick of it. The grocery thing, is, in particular for moms, is a massive deal.
Well, women actually make 63% of all household purchases, right?
Yeah. I shouldn't be buying anything. Like,
well,
I'll buy the wrong shit.
It's just how it works, right?
Well, and I understand why. Like, when you have kids and things like that, like, you don't want to send the dad in there. It's going to be a ton of booze and then maybe some Funyuns. And that's
Funyuns, lube.
Oh, well, a lot of lube.
I stay lubed up.
You got to.
There's a drawer in my bathroom that's just, it looks like a shelf in a store, and it's all lube.
Yeah, and it should be.
Yep.
But you factor in the grocery bills and everything else. I also read Nate Silver did an interview with a Republican friend of his.
No, that's
yesterday.
That's him pretending to be another guy.
Oh, it is?
Like he's trying to steel man the Republican argument that they're going to fucking have a red wave. And if you read through the entire thing, it's on 538's website.
I did. Yeah. So I read the article.
Yeah. It's a little tongue-in-cheek here and there, but the result is that Nate Silver logicked his way into like, yeah, Republicans are going to win everything.
So that was at the bottom of the article, and I was like, why would you do this? So he was pretending to be the other dude?
It's like a character, right?
All right.
So it's like, oh, here's my fucking MAGA friend. What does he think? And he's like, all right, here, and he'll say like, basically, no, it's an interesting. I mean, it's kind of gay. Yeah.
Well, it's just written like shit.
Yeah, he's not a writer. He's a fucking mathematician.
Exactly.
You could tell. He should have had somebody write it for him.
I was like, all right.
But the purpose of the article is to go down the list of all the things that are being said by Republicans, and then Nate Silver's character, like his actual Nate Silver, will challenge it, and the guy will say, well, what about this, this, and this? And then Nate Silver will be like, yeah, I guess you're right. That's essentially what it is.
Right. And my takeaway from it was, yes, Republicans will win all the things.
Well, we'll see, right? I mean, the three main, at least in the House, there's no question. They have like a 90% chance to take the House, I think. The Senate, we'll see. It's gone from a 78% chance that Democrats will win, or 77, I don't remember, but one of the two, to now a 54% chance Republicans will win. And the three main battlegrounds are Nevada, Georgia, and Pennsylvania. Nevada is a true toss-up in the polls, which means it's probably leaning Republican, right? Because polls typically
skew left.
Yeah. Because, God bless them, conservatives just don't want to answer questions.
Yeah.
It's like, well, who's this? Fuck you. Click. That's usually how that goes. But then that
was one of the biggest issues they're having with polling is no Republicans will answer the questions.
But
and then the ones that do, like us, will leave fucked up things. So, I mean, maybe 2 days after we did that show, I got a thing from North Carolina, and they were like, hey, you've got to go out and vote blue. And I just sent them back a picture of Donald Trump. And I was like, no. Get money when Trump was in office. I have nothing now.
Leftists like atheists or vegans or CrossFitters will never miss an opportunity to tell you exactly how they feel about their fucking. Can you believe this? They're talking to a fucking robot auto dialer. Can you believe what they said? and the reply is, please send $10.
Exactly. It's always $10.
Yeah. At any rate, Georgia right now, 538's aggregate has Warnock leading by 1. Which is interesting because their voter model that we discussed at the top of this bit has Walker at a 55% chance of winning.
Yeah.
Which means they know that their poll's bullshit. And then for Fetterman, He's up 0.7% on Oz, and I think the margin of error on that is about 4.
It is, yeah. So why even print 0.7? What's the point of that?
I mean, that's his analysis. So, who knows? But I think maybe the bigger issue is the fact, and there's some. I can't remember. Let me see the fucking author's name here. Jacob Stern, who is not a fucking conservative that I'm aware of, wrote an article I think it was in the Atlantic, about how for some reason the left keeps promoting these fucking losers, like Beto O'Rourke is never going to win anything in Texas ever.
No, and there was somebody did an article on it where it said why do the Democrats keep promoting loser superstars?
Yeah, that's
and it
what
was
I'm
about
talking about.
Beto O'Rourke, and it was about Stacey Abrams from Georgia, who's running for governor. I don't know why.
It was in the Atlantic.
It was in the Atlantic. Yeah, it was Jacob Stern.
Pop it up on screen there real quick. By the way, Ghostface Soldado in the chat says Ross secretly likes men. That's not a secret. I'm very public about that. And I'll go see a gay movie with you anytime. But yeah, here's the article right there.
I think she's going to lose by like 15 points.
I won't.
Or something like that,
I won't
right?
even be
So
close.
it's like, for some reason, the left keeps promoting these people that the media, right, and the political class, establishment left and progressive leftists really like, and they keep getting fucking hammered in elections, right? Stacey Abrams, by the way, is an election denier.
Yes.
So
she's from my home state. After the last election, she said that it was stolen and, they didn't deserve it, earn it, blah, 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 blah. And then obviously went on the tirade against Trump for not accepting the election and everything else. Now she's running again in Georgia, and she's getting housed more than the first time. Here's the thing. This is my home state, and I can tell you what all my friends who still live there and all that shit say about her. They fucking hate her. Like, everybody hates this woman except for the people who don't actually live in Georgia and know anything about her, like Oprah Winfrey. I think it's just a fun black face when they're like, oh my gosh, she's great. This would be swell. We can put her little face on things, and the gap teeth is fun, and it's kind of like Letterman, and it's great, right?
It's more like...
And then she opens up her fucking mouth, and she's a goddamn idiot.
It's more like Strahan.
Yeah.
Right? With the gap teeth, I think. Hers is a little bit more aggressive. But, yeah, it's like, this is what happens when you live in a fucking echo chamber. It's like none of these people are real. Nobody likes them.
No. And with the Herschel Walker thing, if you're having a hard time figuring that out, Bulldogs are undefeated, man. He was the best Georgia Bulldog of all time. If they beat Tennessee at home on Saturday, landslide for Herschel,
Yeah, it's the is-ought problem that we're having in Western society right now. It's a debate between how things are, the is, and how they ought to be, right? And some people, progressives specifically, leftist progressives, have made themselves believe that things are the way they ought to be, right? So it's unfair that somebody might have some kind of gender confusion early in their life, so we just got to go cut that dick off. You know what I mean? Or it's unfair that sometimes some people don't get the outcome that they desired. So that means there's some kind of systemic problem. Like, no, not really. It just means that life fucking sucks. You know what I mean? And it sucks for everybody. And some people manage to figure out how to navigate the suck better. And, a good way to handle that is to learn from them and do what they did instead of whining that everybody's against you. But that's how it is. And then you bury yourself in this idea that things are going to be the way they ought to be. Everything's going to be fair. Everything's going to be equal, although now they say equity. But it's never going to be like that, ever. Life is always going to be fucked up for everybody. And they persist in their delusion until it starts to affect other people. All the rampant fucking crime and illegal immigration bullshit that's going on, the inflation, everything, are the result of these people burying their head in the goddamn sand and pretending that life is a fucking fairy tale.